a friend of the brand, it's very difficult on a Monday to pick my streamer. I open Twitch and I see you, Skulk, and my other friend is streaming all at the same time, and I have to make a decision.
Yeah, it's okay, man. Support where you
That's
want
why
to.
you have 3 screens. Then you watch one
I
on
have
each screen.
I have two, okay? I had Souls on one, and I opened Gulks, and then he was ending the stream, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, if you really
So
want to
I
go
just left
to,
your stream.
if you really want to go to bed, you turn on my stream because I'm very relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm mostly relaxed.
Mm-mm.
Welcome to Night Vale announcer radio host voice.
Yeah, yeah. And welcome in, everybody. I think we should be live everywhere. Oh shit, I should probably start recording too. Well, welcome to the recording then. For those of you who don't know, I'm Zaffageek. You're on my channel, so you should roughly know. And tonight we're doing a vampire story, The Real Kindred of Bloemfontein. And we've got a character named Elsie Tron, played by Tigress. And she is a lady of the night. We're playing humans for the time being, and we are going to turn them into Thin Bloods, and then hopefully eventually Kindred, if they survive their Thin Bloods thing. Then next up we've got Marta Krier, played by Angel M. Farmer lady, owns a homestead-ish place, and she raises horses? She farms with what? Horses and cows.
Cow, sheep, and corn.
Cow, sheep, and corn. Yeah, okay. Cow, sheep, and corn. Then we've got our resident alchemist kind of guy, Luan Leroux, played by Serpent Chaos. And then we've got our journalist kind of guy, played by Jono. His name is JJ Milan. I don't know what the JJ stands for.
Johannes Jacobus.
Johannes Jacobus. And then, of course, the ever lovable... Oh, wait, no, that was the previous campaign. We don't know what he is just yet. He's sort of like a hunter? Is that what you'd say? Like part of the Masonic Order?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jan Hendrik, played by Santa. What's your Twitch handle, buddy?
Basically, what's it like? Santa65. That's.
It's
me.
for NTA.
Yes.
It's for ATA 65.
65
Yeah.
on Twitch. And well, another thing. Although we might be playing monsters, the people portraying these monsters aren't real monsters. And without any further ado, let's begin our vampire story. Dun dun! Bum, bum, ba-dum, Okay.
Can I start singing Jingle Bells now?
Oh shit! I forgot to activate one more thing. I'm very professional here, I promise.
Totally everything under
You're
control.
doing
Like
great.
this.
You're doing great, Zaffa. That's
Um,
basically that's all that's important.
That's all that's worth. Yeah, sorry. I wanted to... No! Open it up! Oh, you fucking hell. I want to open up calendar. Where's my calendar? And it's only freaking calendars from sci-fi and fantasy crap. What? I want a normal calendar. You dick. Oh, it might be this one.
You got it. It's maybe the one on the left.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not this one. Fuck off. Okay, hold on, guys. I need to sort out my calendar. That's the one thing I'm like, yeah, I've got the calendar. It's most always there. Apparently, it's a module. Fuck.
One I got away. It's always January. Or is that the one that stays?
Who knows? Who knows? Is Fantasy Grounds like the game open?
Yes.
Is it live?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, it's definitely not those. Oh, come on, you dick. If I click on calendar. Okay, I don't want this one. Fucking hell, I unloaded you, you dick. Or did I?
Where's the Indian YouTuber when you need him?
Yeah, man, where's Dominic when I need him? Fucking hell.
Yeah, even I struggle with the calendars. They don't work for me ever.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to him again later on, okay? So, it is somewhere in the year 1920. Let's make it a bit different than the previous one. Let's make it like the 1st of February 1920. Bloemfontein is a developing city, and no tarmac roads yet. Most of the roads are still, well, all of them are still dirt roads and dust roads and everything. And it is, let's say, 9-10 o'clock in the morning. People are about their days. Corn is being corned. Cows, sheep are being sheeped. You know, I know something about farming. I know something about farming. Did I persuade you yet?
I'm sold.
Yes. Funnily enough, there's not an official SAPS yet. Yeah.
Ooh,
It is just
today when I was walking up, there were guys and they were singing that, oh, something, something, the police back there.
Oh. And yeah, SAPS is 100 years old this year.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was one of the first national police services in the world.
Wow.
Apparently.
That's cool.
Apparently.
So
I'm
we
not
still have like the constables.
We still have
from
a
Kindred.
couple of people running around believing they're the law. Yeah. And
Sheriffs.
kids are running around. There is school, but I mean, if a kid's not in school, they will be found eventually. So it's no biggie, and it's a nice sunny day. It's a nice February morning, about 9 o'clock in the morning. And what are you up to, Elsie?
Okay, Elsie will probably be, doing her makeup, curling her hair, getting dressed after a good night, counting her dollar box.
How many $1 did she make, you think?
How much is average?
I mean, we can't...
Just enough.
Yeah, just enough. Let's call it just enough. Let's
Yeah,
say
just
you
enough.
made about... Oh, you're going to be... last night was a good night. Let's say good night. So you made about 100 rand. You are.
But in those days, it was a lot.
It was
That's
a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
Those days, was paid bank.
It's like
She's
you
rich.
don't your services. You probably won't need to use your services or advertise your services for about the next 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, perhaps even a month.
Then she'll go down, probably go for coffee and breakfast. Maybe actually go to her friend. I've instantly forgotten Marta's name. Go to Marta for breakfast because, like, I'm assuming many people will probably look down to Elsie. But yeah, she'll go to her friend and.
Okay, Marta, what are you up to? 9 o'clock, February 1st,
9 o'clock.
1920.
At 9 o'clock, Marta has already fed all the animals, set up the sprinkler system,
Well,
and is in.
sprinkler system uses pressure, right?
Yes,
It won't really use
so that
electricity.
wouldn't exist yet.
Mm,
Okay.
would it should be it would have existed, I think.
Okay.
I think
Pumps
it would
of
have.
some sort.
Yeah, a pump of some
Yes.
sort or a
There's water.
water wheel thingies.
Yeah, water
Yes.
wheel.
Yeah.
Or just basically water the whole farm by yourself. in the winter.
Or
With
just
a-
the
with a- with
cows,
a-
like,
with
spitting,
a
making-
heater.
Yeah, like just like
No, I'm pretty sure plumbing was invented by then.
Yes.
I'm pretty
Really?
sure.
I hope so.
South Africa
It's
isn't
all
that
good.
behind the time. Well, in my world it is, okay? This Bloemfontein it is.
Awesome.
Okay. In Bloemfontein it is.
Set up the plumbing and is heading back into the kitchen to make breakfast
Okay. And then
for me and Elsie.
for you and Elsie. And Luan. What are you up to? 9 o'clock in the morning.
So, he is currently standing at a table in his basement / laboratory. There's a pot that was on the stove. Yeah.
Just a quick question. Is he actually drinking the coffee now?
No.
That's a
Luan
reference to a
doesn't like
previous
coffee.
character. Oh, he doesn't like coffee.
No, that's
Oh
Kindred.
no,
I know.
that's a different direction completely.
I'll hide my mug while I'm drinking, okay?
Oh, thank you, thank you. He's a tea person still. Oh.
Mm.
Ah,
Well,
something he picked up
So-
from the damn Brits.
Yep, sadly corrupted. So he's currently standing at a table. There's like a pot that cooling off of like a fleshy malt in it. Like you see like the pattern of the fur of a meerkat in it, as well as some meat pieces. And he's currently to the side grinding something into a little pouch where white powder falls into it, and he's weighing it off. And then there's like a book that he just ticks off that says today's date, Alpha Yun order calcium supplements that he's
Ah.
just getting ready by grinding some meerkat bones that he boiled the flesh off.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
calcium salt. It is calcium.
Yeah, and they're sterilized. They were boiled.
Yeah. Just a little bit of sugar to get rid of the shitty taste, and you're
Yeah,
good.
it's going in their tea. So
Mm.
yeah, he's getting his orders ready. He has a bunch of these random ass orders from old ladies and weird people. So he's just
So
busy with
essentially,
that.
you're an alchemist, but you're more of a snake oil salesman.
Yes, like I believe what I'm doing works, and I use science, but sometimes it's like this thing makes fire, but you can just use flint and steel. But this makes fire, and then it's like this little. So he doesn't lie. He's just more
Okay.
oversells stuff. But yeah,
And JJ Milan, 9 o'clock in the morning.
So at this point, I've been up since very early because I have to sort out my distribution of my newspapers.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already been employing some of the younger kids to do some like runarounds and do a little bit of delivery and stuff like that. So they would have come back and we would have sorted out money and everything like that. And then at this point, he's sort of like, I'm looking for what's my story going to be for tomorrow. We're gonna start working on my paper because I need to put this out tomorrow morning. And I have coffee. I have a fresh pot of coffee that I'm brewing. I'm fancy right now because I'm brewing this new coffee that has come straight from Ethiopia. So that's new. So that's something that's like, oh, I'm treating myself. And he's sitting at his desk with papers everywhere, and the place is kind of a mess, but it's organized chaos, and he's kind of just sitting there sorting out the money on the one page. He's looking at, okay, we're tracking the budget for the month. How much have we made? Da, 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 da. He still has some kids out there selling newspapers to people that are walking down the streets. And yeah, that's basically what he's doing.
Yeah, and small script on the coffee packet. The importer, and this is coffee from Ethiopia, but the importer is actually Luan Leroux.
Oh,
Yeah,
my local connection.
your local connection, Luan Leroux. But yeah, no, definitely it's from Ethiopia. It's from Ethiopia. And then Jan Hendrik. I couldn't get your surname in on the overlay, so sorry.
Like a long ass name.
Yeah, Jan Hendrik van Skalkwyk. What are you up to at 9 o'clock in the morning?
First of all, I just want to know, like, one question basically is the lab still in the same, your lab, it's still in the same house?
It's the basement of our house, yes.
Yes. So basically what Jan will be doing is he will be standing like with any type of newspaper of anything like past events basically happened in the last few days or anything like that.
Mm.
And he will be reading it to Luan and basically like, I think this could be a vampire. Now, maybe missing dogs is the connection. Hear me out. Yeah. And or maybe not. Or maybe like the thing between like the couples fighting. It's maybe like a mind thing. I don't know. Voodoo in play. What do you think, Luan?
As Luan just absentmindedly looks up from his work and say, yeah, sure. Maybe you can see. And then if you find them, you can come and get me. I would not recommend going to the fighting couple. That sounds bad. Oh, if you do, tell them that some sweet grass will help their fighting and marriage. So just advertise if you have to go.
Yeah, but the thing is, our moment will come. Now, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but I have trained. But not to be confused, I am a killer. I do kill and slaughter. I just haven't gotten my chance yet, Luan. I need you to focus. Stop focusing on your workings. Like, what are you working on even?
This is just some calcium supplements. Yes, your natural born killer who flinched this morning when I boiled a meerkat. That's gonna be interesting.
Okay. I just wanted to make you know, like, you know that because I have this sword, right? And I will use it one day, and I'll save Bloemfontein with this sword. Okay. Okay. Oh, by the way, I have some few things to do today. Run some errands and stuff, and see if I can maybe find some new clues.
I think that's a good idea, and don't worry, you will save Bloemfontein. I know that for a fact. And I'll give him a smile.
Thank you, Luan. Okay.
You know where to go for your freshest stories.
Wait, do I also know?
No,
like,
you
do I
know where
also-
to go for your freshest stories. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just quickly going to go to JJ, and maybe he has something new. Maybe he can delve into the cats or that fight between the couples. We really have to delve into that. To be honest, I don't really think there's much happening in Bloemfontein. Okay, I'll be out. I'll see you later. I'll be heading out basically.
As Elsie is making her way over to Marta. Luckily, you're not on camera, so you can mess up your video as much as possible. As you're making your way towards Marta, two kids run up to you. An older boy and a younger girl.
Do I recognize them?
You do. The older boy's name is Janneman.
Oh no. Okay.
And the younger girl's name is
Jennifer.
Janine.
Okay.
We all know who chose the names there. Their father's name is Jan.
Yeah. Janine.
And they run towards you, but it's sort of like the older brother's just looking after his sister. And she runs up to you, and she's like, Auntie Elsie, my dad told me that you make people happy. How do you make people happy?
Oh, baby, hi.
Hi.
It's so good to see you, Janine.
Do you give them flowers?
Very much. Some flowering is definitely happening, yes.
And do you give them food?
They definitely eat. Yes.
Okay, but you should. I want to be like you one day. I want to make people happy.
Oh, sweetie.
And then maybe you can teach Janneman as well. Janneman's just like.
How old is Janneman? Like
he's 12.
Aware of what I've heard?
No, not really. No.
No. All right.
Remember,
Is
this is a
Janneman-
very Christian community.
Yes.
Yes.
Is Janneman sad, Janine?
No, but
Okay.
he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life, and maybe he can make people happy like you do.
Well, I'm sure there are some people that.
Well, come to think of it, my father said you make them the man's happy. So maybe he can make the woman's happy. So
Well, this is a very fun conversation, Janine, but I have to head out. Here's 50 cents for the two of you. Go buy sweeties. Bye.
I'm gonna buy flowers for Dad. I'm gonna buy flowers for Dad, and some food for Mom.
Oh no.
Maybe some vegetables. Mom
Vegetables
likes
are very
carrots. Yes.
healthy. Yes, carrots are very good for your eyes.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
And they run off.
Okay.
Some flowering is involved, eh?
I needed to let you. You threw kids at a whore.
You threw kids. I threw kids at a whore, but they don't know what you are. So.
Well, someone's mom is not gonna like you.
Someone's not going to be happy.
That's gonna be happy.
And you make your way. Dad might come and visit you at some point.
Yeah. He's gonna see me later.
Yeah, you're gonna give him some flowers.
I'm gonna no. He's gonna bring me the flowers that Janine bought with my money.
Oh, no.
Probably, yeah, probably.
That's so wrong and so mean.
It's a circular economy. It always comes
I'm
back.
getting my money's back. I'm getting my money's back. So it's
Mm,
good. It's all
yeah,
good.
this is good.
Oh, shit.
It takes a while to get there. She's on the outskirts of now known Bloemfontein, which is essentially, in the future, it will be like in Bloemfontein, but still, you know, she's on the outskirts. It takes a while. You run also into, on the one corner, you run into a kid selling newspapers.
Buy one.
Buy one. The headline reads, "Farm attacks wild animal or something else."
He
And
needs to work on his headlines.
yeah,
Oh,
and Marta's name is mentioned.
okay.
Her farm is one of the farms that are. It's weird to say her farms are one of the farms that are under attack given current day circumstances, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Okay.
Some sort of animal or something is going on there. But not much info is given from that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Marta's busy making breakfast. What are you making?
Scrambled eggs, most likely, and toast.
Yeah,
Very good.
no hard-boiled eggs for Elsie. Okay.
Like I'm soft. Oh my god. Well, that was me. I'm gonna slowly think.
Okay, and eventually, the camera cuts to Jan Hendrik as he's in front of the newspaper as he enters the building. Papers are strewn about. You smell ink, and it's a little bit chaotic. But you know that JJ knows he's one of those organized chaos kind of people. If you ask him for something, he'll probably be able to pick it out of a trash pile and be like, "Ah, this is what you need." Yeah. You enter the building. He's busy there trying to find more. He knows he's got some JJ, you know you've got like some extra notes with regards to the farm attack somewhere, and
Now,
you just
where
can't seem to
is
find
this?
it.
Just put it away 3 days ago. Oh man, come on! It's somewhere here. It was the time I wrote about the farm pig. Man, what's there? Oh, man. You know, usually it doesn't take this long. Come on, JJ, come on. This shouldn't be so bad. Is someone? Oh, warrior! Hey, look who stopped by. Hey, if it isn't the warrior of Bloemfontein, my favorite person. Come in, come in.
I don't know if you're mocking me or anything, but I am
No.
a long line of warriors.
No, I know you. That's why I say that, because you are the future. You're going to save this town one day, buddy.
Yes.
And here's the thing, I'm going to be right there with you,
Okay.
jotting it down. And that's why I'm so excited to see you, because I feel like you're coming in here with news.
No, I'm actually here for news. You see what
Oh.
I did? Huh? Now listen, I have a few questions.
Questions, yes?
Do you think, hear me out,
I'm here soon.
dogs getting missing can be hunted.
Hunted by who? Hunted by what?
Questions need answers, and you
They do.
You do the the research thing. No,
That
I
is
have
my
the
job.
research on vampires now. I know that they are coming, JJ. I'm not gonna lie. It might be tomorrow, might be the day after that, but I want you to basically start searching for these answers, so I can start doing my job as part of the family traditions.
You know me.
Mhm.
That is my job. That is all I do.
Yes.
I look, I listen, I wait, and we find things. So if I have anything, I will tell you. Talking about that, actually, I was just in the process of looking for some documents because I have a little interesting tidbit.
Okay.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I just remembered that there is something, but I'm seemingly misplaced it.
Roll me a
I heard-
resolve and awareness, please, because you're constantly looking for it.
I hope you find it because
Oh,
Well, I hope so too.
where do you find it?
Okay, that's great. So my place is every single piece of furniture or anything that is a surface has paper on it. Besides where coffee is, because I learned that mistake. I learned that liquid and paper doesn't work. So that's the only spot that doesn't have paper on it. So behind me, as I'm searching, I turn around my feet. There it is, and there's like a little stack of it's like a weird makeshift filing cabinet that I crudely put together myself. And out of the planks of wood that are not necessarily securely attached, but we make it work, I see the piece of paper, and I'm like, oh, that's where the pig is. Okay, cool. It's right here. Here we go. Okay, so
I'm ready.
if this serves me right, there was a story of, let me just read this here. Man. Yeah, it's a local farm,
Okay.
and the man was talking about hearing strange sounds. So now that's not something new,
Strange
right?
sounds. Okay, cool.
But here's the thing: there was, just like with Marta, these markings. These markings are quite strange. This is something that, well, that's the thing. It doesn't necessarily. I can't definitively say that it is a cultish, but I do believe that it's not an animal because it's nothing that anyone that I've asked has seemed to be able to place.
Okay, and
So
did this happen? Like, do you feel like at night?
yes, it happened because by the morning, that's when we went to go check. The sounds was coming during the night, so it has to be. That is where.
This is not like a farm where garlic is planted, right?
Garlic? No. Wheat, and corn.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So you said this happened in like 2 farms.
Definitely 2 farms. Yes, this is the second farm.
Yeah, the 2 farms are bordering
adjacent.
each other. Yeah, adjacent.
It's adjacent to the other farm, so it could be the same creature.
Same creature. Okay. We will meet tonight.
Great. Give me a time. When are you ready?
Let me just. Wait, do we have? Okay, this is like a stupid question because there will be some sort of like. There's no watches, is it?
Well, I have a pocket watch here. Keep this time.
All right. Okay. We'll basically reconvene at.
When the church bell strikes in the evening, that's when we will meet.
Okay. Which farm, though?
Oh, it's the one that is right next to Marta's farm.
Okay. So basically, do I take? So I go out, like, and
yes.
How many do I take? Like a left, or is it going to be the right?
So you go down straight, right, for an extremely long time, and then take a right.
You have to be more specific. Is it your right or my right? Or it's just right?
My right. Your left.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to basically go tell Luan most likely.
I will. Okay. I will. How about I meet you at your place and we can both go together?
Okay, that's cool. Oh,
Okay.
also,
Yeah,
also-
I wanted to say maybe you should roll like some sort of insight check to figure out where the hell this farm is.
I don't know, basically, also, I think Luan would have like to let people know that he has like these remedies that can cure like marital problems and shit. So maybe if like
He should. We can talk about advertising opportunities later. That's actually great. He can take out a spot in the paper. We can sort out the deal. No, we can always work it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and see if like Luan has like some cool vampire remedies, holy water, maybe like a scripture or something. I'll be back. Or you wait.
Before you leave, just one last thing, Warrior. Can you ask Luan about that editorial piece that he was doing on what was it? The calcium, the benefits of calcium or whatever he was talking about. So can you please just I need that piece in. That would actually be great to fill up the paper. So if you can talk to him about that, that would be great, because if I can get that when I come there, then I can put it in tomorrow's paper. So yes. But yes, Warrior, I'm expecting great things of you. I know that, since the moment I laid eyes on you, I said to you, I can see you're a man of substance, and I know that you're going to do great things. And I will be there to document those great things. So off you go. I'll see you this evening.
I do this for you guys.
And we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes.
I'm gonna head out now. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Radio rocks.
And I basically he will basically walk out and be like, for you guys.
He'll be like, okay. It goes back to
And that's basically what we're gonna do.
You arrive at Elsie's farm. Marta's farm, Elsie.
Yes.
The smell of eggs and toast fills the air. Maybe some coffee.
Definitely some coffee.
You, in the distance, you hear some corns corning and sheep bleating. And it's a very, I take it it's a very like open area. I mean, you've got your little classical South African front porch, the stoep. The stoop that's probably around the entire house. You know? And there is, like, it's around the entire house, but there's only like, there's an exit entry, well, there's a door at the back side of the house, and then a door at the front. Yeah. You enter it. You enter the house. Do you knock? What do you do, Elsie? Do you just enter it? I mean, she's expecting you.
Yeah, I sort of like, just out of, respect, I'll just be like, knock, knock. Hi, Marta, I'm here.
Hello. Hope you're hungry.
Oh, very. Had a big night.
That sounds good. Make a lot of money?
Yes. I need to go to the bank again.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad
starting to
it's
save up.
going well.
Yeah. How have you been? How are the attacks? I read about it in the newspaper.
Yeah. I don't know what type of animal it is, because the prints are something I've never seen before. I've lost a few cows, but it seems to leave the sheep alone.
That newspaper man has been here, right?
Has he been here? Yes.
All right. Hmm. Why would it leave the sheep alone? Is it because of the wool?
I assume so. That's why I'm not shearing any sheep for the time being.
Fair. Good. Good scrambled eggs, by the way. Omelette? What am I eating?
Scrambled eggs and toasted. I'm glad you like it. I added a bit of
What am
milk
I
to
eating?
make it more
Oh.
fluffy.
Really? Come on, man.
Scrambled eggs and toast. Yeah, there's been a couple of cows. Definitely, what makes it stand out is that it's not really. You want to say it's beast, but
not any beast that I've seen.
but
or
not any
heard of.
beast you've seen or heard of. No.
Yes.
And what does it do, this animal? Like, does it
Well-
rip it open and spill out its innards, or what
Strangely
happens
enough,
to the animal?
strangely enough, lots of blood
Mm.
and throat cut. The animals' throats are cut. Or not cut, but like ripped open.
That's weird.
It is.
Or if I'm quiet, I write notes. I write copious amounts of notes.
Which
No
helps
worries.
me out a lot because sometimes I'm like, what did I say in that episode?
Now you'll be able to watch it.
I'll be able to watch it.
Hey.
I'll be watching it every time I edit it in any case. I'll be like, oh, okay, this is good.
My job has become null and mute.
Okay, and Mr. Luan, how are you doing what you are doing that you're working on aside from the calcium thing? How do you think you're going to achieve it?
I googled. There are two ways. So the one is to actually create it into a wine by adding sugar and yeast and fermenting it. So I'm going to do that, start the fermenting process. So then it will be more of an actual wine, but instead of grains and so on, it will use something else.
It'll be the thing, yeah.
And then the other one is I'm going to use one of these handheld little centrifuges to see if I can filter and boil some of the more stuff out that it will more taste like it, but it will be more
Yes,
flowy
exactly,
liquidy.
exactly. We're trying to talk about stuff here that people shouldn't know. So
Yes. So
Um,
that's the two routes. I'm trying both things
okay,
currently. I'm like,
okay,
So yeah.
okay, awesome. Jan Hendrik arrives at a speed, almost crashes into the place. He's a man on a mission, definitely.
So, listen, I don't want to alarm you, but I got a lead. 2 farms, markings, and I think there's death of animals. I really can't remember. Also, Jada said something about, you should just go tell him something about vitamins or something like that, which is like something, a piece you wrote about vitamins. Now, listen, back to the main part. Okay. We basically are hunting tonight. Jay's coming over here, and I don't know if you know, but I do have the family armory. Okay, and I don't want JJ and you to go in there without being armed. Okay, I just have to remember how to open the armory. I do have the. I know. I do have the armory. I did request this. All right, great, cool. So I do have the armory. I just want to make sure. Like when I was like Zeph, I'm like.
Soon
Oh, yeah.
you'll have way more, but how soon all depends on y'all.
Yeah. Basically, Jan will basically go and open the it will most likely be in like very close to where the alchemy place of the lab is.
Well, the
Like
armory is back home, actually.
back home.
Yeah, like
Is it?
where your family's residence is.
Oh shit! But
It's not in our house.
It's
Oh.
not in the
Or is
lab.
it?
No, it's not in the lab.
Okay.
That's why you
Maybe-
said, like, I remember how to open it. On your way home, you're gonna figure out.
Okay. So I'm
It's
gonna go.
literally part of the Masonic temple or the Masonic building.
Because yeah, we live together. My lab's in the basement of our house.
Yeah.
So is it not in that family house of his that we're?
Oh, do you live in the Masonic thing?
Yeah.
We both of us do.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You know how to find it. Sorry, I was still thinking you guys lived somewhere in the middle of Bloem. Well, Bloem.
So what I basically do, there will be like this family portrait of my mom, and like just standing there, and like I don't remember if the painting is basically like two to the left and to the right. Then you basically, I just and it basically as he just moves the painting and the wall. Okay. And there's basically not a lot of weapons. There's basically just
There's a Templar cloak, the Knights Templar cross. I think it's white on red. A red cross on white. Sorry, red on white. And then there's more stakes than you can imagine. For some reason, this guy thinks you're hunting vampires. Essentially, the most usable weapon there would probably be the stakes. And then what he calls clubs. But knowing his carpentry skills, it was just tables, legs he's broken off. The leg of tables that he's broken off.
okay. So I don't want to alarm you, right? Do you want the cloak?
I'm more likely to hurt myself or stab myself with your clubs or stakes, though.
Maybe we just take one. Okay. I'll give you this one, and I'll give you this one. Also, keep in mind, I haven't seen a vampire. So if you were to like face to face the beast of darkness, I really want maybe like 10 minutes of warm up before we do fight. I think it's only fair.
If as he describes to me what this is about, can I make a roll to see if this is a vampire using a cult or is something else, or like what a cult creature would fit this monster? Can I make a roll, or is it like?
Okay, so roll intelligence and occult. Good lord. Good lord.
This is my speciality, and I only got 4.
Well, you got 2 crits there, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's good.
Good
2 crits and
lord.
nothing else.
Yeah, 2 crits.
Like that.
Yeah, this is my speciality.
Okay, so that's the wrong one. There we go. Let's just bring that up a bit. There we go. Well, you've heard of the Tokoloshi being bloodthirsty, but your knowledge on that is limited due to the circumstances you find yourself in. You also know that there's something called the super cadaver, chupacabra, which is the goat eater, goat sucker. You've also heard that the local lore surrounding something called Grootslang. Is also a bloodsucker. But you're not inclined to believe the Grootslang thing because apparently it's a snake as big as an elephant with an elephant's head on. With an elephant's head for a head. And you don't, I mean, you can still believe the Tokoloshi and you can still believe the Chupacabra thing. But the Grootslang, you think someone would have noticed it. Someone would have noticed it. And no, Elsie, Grootslang is a myth, okay?
When you say Chupacabra, the goat sucker, I was like, yeah, no tigress. Shut your face.
So those three, and a vampire would also fit.
Yeah, well,
or not really.
Maybe what you know of vampire bats. And I mean, do you think vampires are real? Do you believe they're real?
My character would, but more of a extinct species.
Okay, so it could also be vampires.
Yeah, like you would probably think of it like an extinct species, like a cultural thing that was long ago.
I mean,
gained some weird thing.
Yeah, it's more likely that it's a werewolf. I mean, you know, werewolves can still exist because you don't know who's a werewolf because they can walk in the day.
All right, I'm just so I can remember the 4 options.
Okay.
I will say, do you have anything silver in your sword? Is it made of silver?
To be fair, I don't really know. The sword is basically handed down to me, but I can't use it. You know, I'm really excited. I don't know if you noticed. This is like a real chance to show my family justice. Like, not like justice like revenge or anything. I mean, like, basically show them that I could be a hunter too, you know? Like, I have been training. But yeah, I don't know if I have anything silver. I just have to check. Is there anything silver?
Yeah, is anything in your silver?
I don't know. This looks silver. Hey, by the way, do you
Yes.
want to wear?
This looks silver.
I will go down to my lab, grab a few magnets, because silver is non-magnetic. Go on. Does it stick to his sword?
No.
Huh. Then it's silver! Or some sort of other non-magnetic thing.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Templar cloaks, just in case. You guys want to do like a match?
These are ceremonial cloaks, by the way.
This is not a good idea. We will be burned by the stake if we walk here. These people already look at me oddly, so no, leave the cloaks.
Okay, maybe like a summer dress. I'm gonna put it away, okay?
Okay. I have a stake. I will also go get some chemicals. I have a few concoctions I want to use, but it's more for functional because I think this is more of a grr than a vampire, but you know.
Yeah, like Jan is going to basically, as he's like listening, go into like grab books and basically anything like what's like taught to him, or like he's just gonna be like trying to do like an investigation of his own while he's waiting for JJ.
What are you investigating?
So basically, what I'm
specific?
Oh, all the evidence, basically, the footprints, the all the things basically given to him, all the information that was given to him.
Okay, seeing what your roll me intelligence and are you doing research? You're not trying to figure out what it could be, or
I'm basically trying to figure out if it can be.
Okay, then intelligence and investigation.
An investigation.
Please give me a bad roll tonight.
Where the hell is investigation? Oh, here it is.
It's vampires.
Yo, that is.
Use up your dice now, please. Yes, use up your luck now. It's vampires.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're 100% sure it's vampires, and you're 100% sure you need to spray yourself down with holy water. And you know how to make holy water. You boil the living hell out of water.
Oh my god, that was so bad. Oh,
Okay.
my kidneys.
I need water. Luan, do you have like water and like like tube thingies you have? Like you always do the other stuff. You call it like science. I want to do that.
Distillation, yes, and osmosis.
But only water, so we can make holy water.
Yes. You are the hunter. We can distill water.
Yes.
Okay. Let's distill water, and I'll show them how the whole tubey works. Where you boil water, it goes in the tube, and then it drips to the other side.
It's gonna take a while.
I'm
Always gonna take a while.
I'm 100% sure that this is vampires, or vampire, or vampires, or some like a group of vampires. Retes.
He's using words you've never heard before.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I'm just messing with you. I have no idea what the hell like a group of vampires called. But listen, we just have to wait for JJ. I'm just going to do some more research. Learn. Shit.
Alrighty. If you need help with research, just let me know. I still don't think it's a vampire, but you're the hunter. I'm your sidekick.
We got it. We got this.
And I will just start creating some of my chemical vials that I've made the list of what chemicals I'm making.
Okay. I like that the scientist is playing the scientist guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually freaking cool. Well, I call him a scientist. I'm not entirely sure what scientist he is scientisting, but he's doing scientist stuff, okay?
But he's doing it good.
And yeah. Yes. The camera cuts back to JJ. Man, you need to probably go over to Luan yourself to get your crap sorted. Because you know the warrior of
Yes.
Bloemfontein.
Yes, my favorite person.
If it doesn't relate to vampires or hunting or ghosts or anything,
It's not happening.
yeah.
I luckily got some correspondence from a contact I made when I was previously not in Bloemfontein, previously before I moved here, and I got some international news about the new rough Soviet state and whatever, and I'm going to use that as my main headline. So I'm happy, I'm writing my thing, whatever, and I'm like, oh, that piece of like, oh, I need that article, but also the thing of like, oh, money. Money. I can. He can like. He's saying he wants to like advertise. Ooh, money. I need that. And so that is the thing that's like. Ooh, I have to go ask him because if I don't ask him, I know that Yade did not tell him. So I need to tell him because I want this. So that he grabs his fresh notebook. Or fresh like little paper book that he's going to write everything in, and he jots down some notes about asking him to make sure he asks Luan, ask about calcium article, ask about advertising opportunities, and then like big star whatever, and then he packs his stuff, and he basically goes off.
Okay. Camera cuts to the farm. As you're doing the dishes.
Elsie will be doing dishes.
Elsie will be doing the dishes.
Mm.
What are your plans for today?
you
some
have?
errands to run. I need to run. I need to go to the bank. I need to see what my what it looks like. I think I'm very close to buying the house, so I'm really excited.
That's great news.
Yeah, so I just think I just need to do that for now.
Okay. Do you have business tonight, or are you going to sleep here tonight?
If it won't be a bother, I'd be
It's
very
never a
happy.
bother.
Awesome. Great. That'd be fantastic. Thank you.
I mean, one of the rooms is practically just hers,
It is.
with an
Oh, my
ensuite
one's
bathroom.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I shall. Or do you want to come into town with me, or do you have some things to do on the farm?
I think I need to go get some milk.
And check up on the cows and see if they're all still there.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'll see you later.
Okay. Be safe.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Now
It's on my
before,
heels as I walk out.
yeah,
I'm sure I left him like at the door. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Farmhouse. I don't know.
I mean it's
Or left,
habit.
or like put them on like at the end of her driveway because it's just like mud. So I just walked like barefoot, and I don't know. Everything sounds disgusting now that I've said it out loud. So
The question that I have for you, Marta, what sort of tools will you have on you when you go check up on the cows and milk them?
Well, I'll also always have my trusty knife with me,
Okay.
just for in case. And then, if I'm going to milk the cows, just buckets and maybe a fresh stack of hay for them.
Now, how many cows do you have after the incident?
Well, I'd say I started with 15, and I have 12 now.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you each and every one of their names.
Oh, Marta doesn't name her cows because she slaughters them.
Okay. Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Meat 1, meat 2.
Yeah,
Rump steak, T-bone.
exactly.
And you make your way there, and you approach, and they are very edgy. Cows are very nervous about something, as if
I would
they...
automatically scan the area, see if I see anything that might be making them skittish.
What's an awareness?
Two.
They're definitely avoiding a certain part of the field.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more like they're avoiding the gate, that area. So as you enter the field, they're on the left-hand side. Like, they usually graze everywhere, but they're kind of like listless and they try and move towards the gate and then they turn around.
Okay. Can I see anything around the gate that...
No. So you can surmise, with that roll, you can surmise that whatever is spooking them is somewhere between the gate and them.
Okay.
This is a new field that you've put them in. So quite tall grass, about knee height, slightly above knee height. Yeah.
I'll slowly start making my way towards them. keeping an eye on the grass to see if I see anything.
You hear something that you've never heard in your life before. It sounds like bones rattling.
Okay.
It sounds like, and it gets louder as you get to a certain spot in the field. And if you
Okay.
stop, after a while, the sound stops.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure where the sound is coming from.
Yes.
And what you can see, the grass is just too high to see what's on the ground.
Okay.
But you're sure there's either, you know there's no hole.
Yes.
But if there was a hole, it would come from a hole.
Okay.
But you're pretty sure it's ground level. But the
Okay.
grass is just too dense around that area to actually get a clear view. And there's no real... roll me a D100. Let's see how lucky you are. Fuck.
Average.
Well, it's above 50. You think if you can climb one of the trees that's nearby,
Mm-hmm.
you can probably scope out that spot. You mark the
Okay.
spot and everything. You climb the tree. You don't need to roll anything for it. I mean, come on. And you see something that looks like a snake
Okay.
in that spot. But it's a snake. If it is a snake, you ain't heard the sound before.
Okay. Is it moving?
It's just lying quietly. It's just lying still. And also,
Okay.
as you moved away, the noise stopped that you
Okay.
heard. And you are pretty damn sure that it's just that snake.
Okay. Then I will try to pinpoint where I see it
Mm-hmm.
and then move back to that spot and take out my knife and just stab through the grass.
Okay. Let's see here. You want to hit it, so...
Yeah.
Well, roll me a strength and melee. That's to hit and damage, so... Well, obviously, the noise is there, so it has picked up on you. And you stab in the area,
Yes.
but unfortunately, you stab the ground.
Okay.
I mean, what has the ground done to you? You know? Unfortunately, you stab your knife into the ground, you pull it back quickly,
Yeah.
and the noise moves away from you, luckily away from the cows as well.
Yes.
So it's moving towards the gate, roughly.
Okay.
Because from the
I-
tree you saw what it lay and where you thought its head was.
Yeah.
So you just approach it from the other side, from behind it,
Yeah.
so to speak, and stabbed at it, and it took off.
Can I estimate how fast it's traveling?
Oh no, you can run. You can run after it.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's something. Let's say you're running after it.
Yes.
You keep it in at this part of the field closer to the gate is a lot more shorter grass,
Yes.
and it's a snake with a weird ridge thing at the end of its tail.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to try and take one of the buckets I have and flip it over onto it so I can capture it.
Fucking A. roll me. Let's just quickly see what would be the best one. Let's make it a strength and brawl. You're trying to capture it. Grapple it. You successfully put the bucket on top of it,
Okay.
but it's a bit longer than the bucket.
Oh, yeah?
So you squash part of its tail,
Yes.
and you lift the bucket up so that it can go in. And now you've got it underneath the bucket, and it's hissing, and it's rattling, if you will. Bone rattling sound, if you will.
I take a rock and put it on the bucket so it can't escape.
Okay.
And then I think I want to go to JJ to tell him I found a snake that is not native to where I am. And it might or might not be involved in whatever's killing the animals.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Okay. As you move away, you hear as they continue on eating and all of that. Thank you, sinuses. You're finally useful for something. Making moo-moo noises. And you make your way towards JJ. Are you running?
I probably have a horse.
Okay, yeah.
Just a single horse for traveling purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll saddle up and go to JJ's.
And we get back to JJ.
Now, this is an interesting question. Have I still? I've the last thing we said was that I left. So, is this a point in time where I've left already?
Oh, this
And
is
if
where...
so, how far is it to the warrior?
Depending on what you want to do from in the traveling thing. If you just want to get there, or do you want to stop somewhere first?
So, I think what I will do first is because as I said, I've received my correspondence. So let's say I'm going to stop at like the post office or wherever it is that I would send off my letter to send off a reply to that piece of information, thanking the person and whatever else I could add there, or any other questions I could have asked. So I've taken that letter and I would have stopped off to do that before I went to.
Well, luckily, luckily everything, specifically with services and everything, is literally within like 2 or 3 blocks from you. You know, so it's like a quick stopover to send the letter. Okay. So let's say, for argument's sake, if there's nothing else you want to do, you're at Luan's place or Warrior's place. Jan Hendrik.
The crazy house, basically.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite place. It's full of opportunity.
The stench of chemicals, sulfur, and other chemicals are hanging in the air, burning.
Okay, are we going to need the Templar robes?
We are not taking the Templar robes. We're going to trip on in them.
I've basically let myself in at this point, and I'm just like knocking on the wall, just being like, "Good day, good sirs. How are you guys doing?"
JJ, it's so good to see you. Listen, I need you to try on these robes.
See, I would, warrior, but here's the thing. I think there's already people that would like to stone me to death, and that is not going to help my case. So I don't. Maybe another time. You know.
Let's say this is a
Right.
battle, right? Which I do believe, right? What we can do is we can remake the Templar costume, right? Then we can become like, hear me out, a specialized unit.
Clicks like we wouldn't have pens, hey? Would we have like fountain pens, or would it just be like all
Probably just pencils. Easier.
Pencil.
Yeah.
Pencil? It whips out pencil and notepad and just starts like furiously jotting down as he's like, might be a plan, but or if we could capture the body, right? That would be more helpful to our case than remaking a Templar costume. Wouldn't you agree, Luan?
Yes, we are not the Templar.
I just want
We
to.
are
Thank
not
you.
and there's very bad connotations of the Templars.
I just want to say, both of you, I've sent you both a whisper, so you can whisper each other.
Okay.
Both the
awesome.
ladies. Okay. Sorry. Continue on.
But yes, you leave those robes. If I find out you took them, I'm going to dissolve them while you're sleeping. So just keep them in your hold, please. It's fine.
Jokes on you. You don't know the secret password, the family painting.
I was there when you opened it, like standing right behind you. I can
down furiously.
Okay. I'm gonna put it away. You win.
You know, I mean, think about it this way, warrior. You actually just keeping that lovely piece of family history intact, you know? Why would you want to go out there in with the danger? You know, it could get ripped, it could get broken. You don't want to have to deal with that. It's actually a very good piece of the cultural history.
I actually also added to that, if you really are nice, I have been training some, how do you call it, crocheting, and I can crochet you your symbol on one of your favorite jackets or shirts. How does that sound? A modern day. Ooh.
Oh. Talking about your services, just wait. I'm sorry, warrior. I'm going to let you speak, but I'm actually also just reminded me, Luan, that article that you wanted to write for the calcium, the benefits of calcium.
The vitamins.
Yeah, calcium. Yeah.
Supplements. Yes,
Yeah.
I have it here actually.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I'll give him like a whole document on how this helps your muscles and bone density, and the older people will be more durable.
It's about 6 pages long.
Yes,
and
it's
just
a lot.
scans through it quickly, just like, old people. Okay, thank you so much. And then puts it in like a little messenger bag. And one other thing, I heard from our dear friend here, the warrior, that you are wanting to offer your services and let people know. And I have a lovely little spot on page number 3 that has your name on it. You know,
For
good real
advertisement.
estate, great for advertisement, of course. You know, I
That-
know, like, we have a lovely working relationship. We can sort something out, you know? I won't... We can work something out that's not too pricey. I know that's a...
Yeah, we can work something out. We can even do something about you put it there in for free, and for every sale I make, you get money for it, a percent.
Oh, I like this idea. That's not a bad idea. I do like that.
There's options.
Guys, listen, like this sounds amazing and all, but back to the point. And then basically Jan will become like super serious. If there is a vampire, right? If you do run, you will be picked off, and you will die. It's better we stay together.
In what way? Please do
No,
like us.
like back to back. Okay. I don't want.
Wait,
I don't like. We only have one sword. Oh wait. Whoa. By the way.
Wait.
Wait.
Yes. Flips over new page.
Take this.
What is this? A wood? What type of decoration is this? Is it a...
It's a steak.
It's sharp. It's sharp. It's a steak. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Go for his heart.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Defense. Good idea. Okay. Puts it in the message. But
Okay.
continues to
Um,
write
just
down.
Just before we go, right? Oh, that's basically it.
Wait. Before we're done, I need one last thing. Could you go back? What do you mean by picked off? I just wanted to get a little bit of a clarification.
It's cool. Killed, slaughtered, enslaved.
Enslaved.
What's the other? Basic uses.
Dry, dry.
Yeah.
You passed away.
Devoured.
Devoured.
Decapitated.
Decapitate. Okay, decapitate.
The T is silent. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
I thought vampires. I don't believe there's a vampire. I believe this is maybe a chupacabra, tokoloshi, or a werewolf. But
Oh! Give me why? Why do you think so, new bitch? Why do you think so, Chupacabra?
I believe vampires are a little bit more. Aren't they supposed to be more grandiose? Like, I don't think they'll rip someone to shred or eat animal blood. I believe they should. They probably want like tip their victims delicately. They don't. We need something more wild. That's my opinion.
More wild. That's a great point. You know.
I think best to do is to basically go check it out.
Yes.
Well, of course, whatever it is, we will find out. That is our job. That is our duty. You know.
It is.
Set out. We will go this way north.
He's pointing to the west.
East. That's west. My bad. That's west.
Okay.
Isn't there?
Listen, who knows where this farm is, by the way?
JJ does.
I will direct us. It's okay. Just know what? Are we all set to go?
Yes, we are all set to go. So you take lead for now.
Okay, everyone, follow me. Oh, Luan, we're gonna have a great conversation on our way. So, talking about your latest offer, I might be able to. I mean, my pages for tomorrow is basically full, but starting from let's say as soon as Thursday, I should be able to put you on page 1.
Oh, no, that's definitely, as you're talking, you'll pick up like his bag and you just hear a lot of ching-a-ling-a-ling jiggles of glass vials. He has no stealth and will probably never have stealth as he's just walking and jingling. Page 1 would be great because we need to do it more scientific, like proven. I'll get some articles that we can just so that they don't think it's
that would
like,
be great. It will help reinforce as well. So we can have like a ad on page 1, and then we can have another smaller ad page 3 or so, and then have the article in there as well, just to reinforce it. Bring it right back. I like that idea.
How far is this farm? Like, are we gonna talk the whole way, or how are we gonna do this?
It's quite far. I mean, you guys are walking, so.
We should really invest in like any type of vehicle or like horse.
I do not like
you
horses.
joker! Oh, you joker! Vehicle! Oh, like I'm rich.
The
One day when I do slaughter vampires, by the way, we'll be rich, and I will.
They don't.
Oh,
Hunters don't get money.
for
As far as I
slaughtering,
know.
do they? Is there like a federation?
They do now.
Oh,
I'm not
tell
gonna,
me more about it.
I'm not gonna free people for free. What kind of whatever, like charity? Shit.
Ah, I thought this was like a honor duty thing. I thought that's what the whole point of this was.
Maybe.
and
Maybe-
as
maybe
you're
yes.
babbling and everything, you see two women on horseback entering the town. Well, riding down the road you're walking towards the farm. The road you're taking towards the farm, they're riding down that road heading into town. And you clearly see it's Marta and whichever one of you. It's Marta and Elsie.
Oh,
And right there she kills her camera because she's blushing.
No, I pressed the wrong button. I didn't look good. It's the wrong button.
So here's the question. Did Elsie press the wrong button last night?
She's
For
just
100 rand, it
tired.
was the right button.
It's definitely only right buttons.
oh, speak of the devil. This is exactly who we need to go see. Hi, good day to you, Martha, and good day to you, Elsie.
Oh, yeah, I've never been
Marco-
called the devil before, but thank you.
I thought you would
I-
have.
Get the horse to stop next to them. And I said, I have some information for you, JJ, but I will be right back. I just need to drop Elsie at the bank.
It's
Okay.
fine. I will wait here excitedly.
Okay.
Elsie,
Oh, and have a
before you
lovely
go,
time.
Elsie, and he will grab in his bag and he takes out this little pouch and says, I need you to test something for your specific work. I read an article about something of a contraceptical. So this is yellow flowers, make a tea of it, and it should stop you from becoming pregnant if your condom breaks. It's called Bulbine latifolia. So condoms have existed.
Oh,
Understand?
okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like, did condoms exist then?
I googled. I have been googling.
Okay.
And I will give you like this pouch of yellow flowers. Like, make a tea. It will stop you from becoming pregnant. Sorry, it's just that you're the only one that I know of who does
Writing
this.
extremely furiously.
Respectively,
Oh.
I mean.
Elsie, like, sort of takes it, looks at it for a second and sort of goes quiet. And then gives it back and says, I don't need flowers for that. And then she climbs off the horse and walks away.
Oh, well, that's sad. But yes, we can test this contraceptive somewhere else then. I put it in my bag yet.
You can article. Talk to me about that. I want to or
And
maybe write about that. That sounds very interesting.
the camera is going to follow Elsie to the bank while you guys talk. Okay? Luckily, all of you've been in the room while we were talking about what she caught. So just take that information roughly and play with it for a bit. Elsie,
Yo.
you get to the bank. Imperial Bank. In front of you is a younger woman. I'd say about 17, 18.
Mhm.
You know her as the more, you can say, almost the female version of Luan.
Huh?
She's dressed in all black. And as you approach, she turns around and smiles at you. and you notice a little pendant on her neck. It is a golden hair. She smiles and she's like, "Oh, hi, dearie. How are you?"
I love your pendant. So beautiful.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
very honored, dear.
someone I dearly loved gave it to me.
It's very beautiful. Very
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you. I remember he asked me, when he gave it to me, he asked me, what does love sound like?
Mhm.
And I responded, listen. And, yeah, what are you doing here at the bank? Was it a good night last night?
Yes, in fact, I need to deposit some money.
Just remember to come to me if you need any herbal remedies for any maladies that might strike you.
I do have a few male clients that I will probably send your way.
Okay. And don't worry, I don't take, like as always, I don't take payment. Clean sheets and old clothes is all I need. And maybe
Yes,
some old boots, if you have them.
I actually have the nicest pair of boots that I don't wear.
Are they old?
No, I don't wear them. Not so old.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you the question. What is this lady's name?
It's Penny.
No, but what's her name?
I don't know. Must I think of a name? Must I make a name? I forgot her name.
Okay. Her name is Tiffany.
Tiffany. Okay.
Tiffany, yeah.
Hello, dearie.
She's younger than you and she calls you dearie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aching. Are the boots old? Ah, my brain just clicked.
Yeah. There's a backstory there that you'll find out eventually. And she's like, well, I kind of forgot what I wanted to do here. So I'll just let you cut and
Loveliest
line.
black robe, actually. It's quite worn, but if you could come by, Martha's maybe like, I don't know, when you have a chance later today or even tomorrow.
Of course, I'll probably come see you guys tomorrow. I've got some midwifery to do later today to check up on.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
These doctors in these parts don't know what they're doing.
They usually don't.
They don't. Science, eh? It's strange.
Doesn't make sense. None of it.
None of it. Okay, I'll be off then, and enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too, Tiffany.
And she walks off. You get to the bank, you do your business. You're a regular customer there.
Yes.
At least once a week. At the very least. Yeah. And
I always like to do the same, like deposit money, inquire about the how much I currently have, because side note, she wants to buy her deceased parents' old house, so she's sort of been saving up for.
How long have you been doing this?
She'd be like around 23, so I think like 4 years, 5 years.
Okay, you're saving up. You are about 3,000 rand away from being able to purchase it. Your parents' old place was quite huge. It costs 9,000 rand for the plot of land and the house that's on the land. Essentially, you just buy that.
Okay.
I take it your parents were like farmers, or at least well off.
Well, yeah. They're well. Yeah, and that's Elsie, and she'll sort of walk out and see if she sees Martha or someone.
Are these the flowers you would give men? Janine runs up to you again.
Janine! Oh, sweetie.
And the flower she's holding looks exactly like the flowers Luan gave you.
Oh no, sweetie.
Are these the flowers that'll make men happy?
Probably, but you shouldn't. What are you gonna do with them?
I'm gonna give them to my dad. Seems a little bit unhappy lately, so I'm gonna give that to him.
You know what? You do what your heart may. Oh, do what your do what makes your heart happy.
Okay. Okay. It'll make him happy, I think.
Will that make you happy?
Yes. If Daddy's happy, I'm happy.
Okay.
He's been grumpy lately. Cranky, even.
You should tell him to go visit me. I haven't seen him in a week or two.
Okay. Okay. Should I give you these flowers then, so that you can give it to him?
No. You give it to him.
Okay.
I think he'll appreciate the present from you.
Okay.
Just say Elsie says hi.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay. Bye. And she runs off again.
Bye.
And Janneman just comes out of the one corner like, fuck it! And then he runs after her.
Focus. Yeah, and she'll sort of just make her way back to the farm slowly.
Yeah, essentially everybody's making their way back to the farm. They're walking extra slow. You catch up with them eventually.
Okay.
And they're talking about the snake, the weird looking snake that makes a rattling noise and a hissing noise.
Just keep in mind,
Yes.
if you really think about it, snakes can be part
Mm-hmm.
of like maybe
Can be
like a
part.
vampire cult. Hear me out.
How?
I
In
don't
what
know.
way?
Like maybe
You-
there's like a type of sacrifice. How must I know? Like I have never this is if we fight one tonight, this is gonna be the first time ever, and we might even like destroy the vampire cult.
But,
I'm just
I mean, I do have to say, and this is not that I don't. You know, I have full faith in you, warrior. You know this. I've told you. You know.
yes.
But it is concerning, let's say, that a lot of questions are left with the I don't know. I thought it was your job to know.
To be fair, I do have like a lot of books, right? My mother did teach me the arts of slaying vampires by the sword.
Yes.
Have
and
I
unfortunately,
read the books?
have you?
Reading is one of my weaknesses.
See, and that is sad because, reading is such an important, it really opens your mind. It expands your horizons, lets you see so much more, I mean, the saddest thing for me is that you won't let me read those books. And I know it's a family tradition and all what you say. I mean, we could learn so much more. We could be so better equipped. What if there's something you're missing?
Yeah, but like vampires, what really is so different from them? We're gonna kill them? Like, hear me out. We're gonna kill them.
Well, I mean,
gonna
we
be
haven't
heroes.
found one, so
Okay.
maybe we should be, I don't mean to offend, but I'm just, just kind of spending a lot of nights and not really encountering. And that is.
I don't know if you've
I've got
noticed, right? We
I've
have
got articles that I.
we have Luan, which is basically a wizard.
I know he's quite a great science magic man. Yes, yes, yes.
So basically, if he can make like a remedy, a potion, or whatever he calls science, right? Most likely we can.
Concoction. Yes.
Yeah, most likely we can go in there, right? Kill the vampire, and become heroes. And actually, change my title to Slayer, Destroyer, Carver, Killer.
Killer.
I will say, if we find a vampire alive, I think it would be better to study them than kill them. To be honest.
I agree. I agree. Because we know, but we don't know enough to know and to understand. That is so important. It will help us in our next encounter. I mean, you don't want to just be a slayer of one singular vampire. You want to be a slayer that exterminates, that really, goes down in history as someone who not only is a hero one time, but is a hero for all, and is a hero who has slain many a vampire. And how will we do that if we do not know and do not understand?
If we can cure them, because according to the whole law thing, it's a disease. It's like
yes,
a virus. Maybe we can cure them.
Yes, from what they've said, it's just poor old folks like you or me.
I don't know if you realized, the group is called Slayers. I don't know, like capturers or medicine people. No.
Hey, there's always room for change. Change is good. Change is good. What's the point in slaying? Well, what's the point in slaying if we are not having a human element? If they're such monsters, we can study them, we can help them, and then they don't have to exist anymore.
We can slay the virus or whatever. Maybe a bacteriofungal infection. I don't really know. There's a lot of factors. I understand, Jan. Don't worry, but you have to remember, they were, according to literature, human. What would you do if you were forcibly taken and changed? Wouldn't you want it to be cured?
That's a great question.
That's not going to happen.
That's not. Kill it. I mean, that feels like a very boring way to end it. Oh, I'm too good to not end up like that. It could happen to anyone, really.
They're the only ones that can basically change you.
I mean, well, you are. I better not say that. Let's assume I better not.
I will counterpoint to that. They were probably not the only ones, because the first one had to be created somehow, and that could just happen again.
Marta,
that is also fair.
Marta, how far is your farm?
You've been standing outside the gate talking.
Oh.
I will say...
They were really awkward. They stood there and looked at you, and you kept on talking, and you kept on talking. Yeah.
I will take
quite embarrassing.
A little notebook, and I will just, a very quickly sketch. Does the thing's tail look like this? And I will draw a rattlesnake's tail.
Yes.
Is it this, Marta?
Yes.
Marta, yes.
Yes.
See, this is weird because this species is usually found in the Americas, or United States. So I do not know how the fuck it got here, but this is fascinating. This will be a good book. Invasive species of rattlesnakes. Let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Okay. I'll lead them.
Okay, so the gate you were at was at the entrance of the farm.
Yes.
So you lead them past the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tie up the horse and then lead them to where I ensnared the snake.
You hear that in the background.
Luan just make a wide berth around the horse. He
I-
seems to not like horses.
I am.
Luan,
I'm my own
do you
pocket
have-
bard.
Luan, do you have any? You seem to know about the snake, right?
Basics. Yeah. I just know it's from the US, and it's titled as a rattlesnake.
Do you? This rattlesnake. Let me write that down.
It has a appendage on its tail that is like hard keratin scales, which when it shakes, it makes this like sound. Like a lot of shamans in America actually use that to create like wands and stuff like that. All that-
No.
So basically, witchcraft.
Yes,
Witchcraft,
technically.
possibly.
But witchcraft is only science, and that's
But like,
important.
imagine a vampire has this magic.
Vampire.
Can vampires have magic? That's actually curious. A vampire sorcerer.
Magic.
Marta,
Yes.
where was these tracks? The tracks that people are talking about. Wait. Where are the tracks? Or markings? Or
Near the cow shed.
Yes.
Can't we go to the snake first?
Yes, we're heading
Yes.
towards the snake, and then we'll go. Then I'll go show you
okay,
the.
I have
markers.
like a weird question on that, by the way. If there's like, just hear me out, right? If a snake did that to animals, what the hell made the markings?
I don't think it was the snake. The snakes are usually highly poisonous, so they will only strike and then the animal will die. They would not eat cows. They would prefer smaller things, but they would. So you'd be finding dead cows, not whatever the hell you found.
Slaughtered cows. Mm.
Slaughtered cows. So it's not the snake, unless somehow it changes into a snake.
So let me get this straight. The cow is slaughtered, but it doesn't seem to be eaten, correct?
She's not there anymore. She's moved over to the bucket in the field.
Yeah, her and Elsie are gone.
I keep on doing this. Why am I? Ugh. Silly
Why
old me.
Luan
Oh,
will
okay.
draft.
Men can't multitask. They can't talk and walk like we can.
I'm
We
just
can.
totally absorbed in this notes. You know,
We have to think and
Yes.
walk and talk. You guys don't need to
I need
think.
to plan. I need to know what's going to be my front page for the next week.
The markings. Let's
Is Luan the sexist or is Serpent the? Let's.
Don't pretend Luan is not a sexist. How dare you?
Women can't walk and talk at the same time with.
No, I just said we
Yeah.
have to think. You guys came and got us to think about stuff.
I'm writing a paper.
Hey, this is
Women can't
1920s
think
Bloom,
anymore.
okay?
That's all.
There's a chance that Luan may be sexist, but I still need to decide if I want to play him like that, especially because I will get bitch slapped by strong woman and woman. It's like,
I'm not trying to die.
So, listen, we can split up. Someone can go with me to the markings, right? I am an expert in claws, I suppose. I do have a few books that we can read, right? And you guys can check out the snakes. Maybe the snake killed and like murdered all the animals.
Maybe the snake
What?
is a vampire.
Then
if it is, we can go inspect it.
Snake is vampire? Question mark.
It's in the middle of the day. It's not a vampire.
Hey, you gotta list down all your options. I mean, come on. I can't miss anything, you know.
Maybe it's a were snake.
A were snake?
I know.
Yes,
I know you're making fun of this.
I am not. A
Like
lycanthrope
vampires
can
are
have
real.
different forms, and there's a chance that it could be a were snake. Lycanthropy
Who
is
knows?
a very conflicting disease. Like, it's.
Dude.
I still think it's a werewolf, not a vampire. But I trust you. You're the leader.
Does
Is
it start
he-
rattling again when we reach the
Yeah,
bucket?
it's been rattling almost non-stop because it's threatened. It's trying to get
It
out of
might be
this new
angry.
hole. Yeah.
Oh,
Can
it's
you-
still alive.
So,
Still
by the way,
alive.
guys, who's gonna go with me to the markings?
Give us 5 seconds. We'll be there now, Jan.
Yeah, we're going to just finish this and then we'll move
I'm
on.
just gonna. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go to the markings.
We'll meet you there. Tell us what you see. You know?
I will look at Jan and say, there's a chance that this thing could be related to your vampire because he's not supposed to be here.
Okay,
It could be
Oh.
a proof of some, I don't know, monster that came from overseas, brought his pet. Ugh. So this is
I mean, it could be. It could even be another creature that flew that distance.
okay.
Could it not?
I'm gonna walk to the markings.
Be
Jan,
careful.
are you going to talk while you walk to the markings?
No, I just want to get to the markings.
Good, then I'll walk with you.
Oh, like, in your name? Sorry, what's your name again?
Just be quiet, please.
Oh, okay.
No,
Have you seen my sword?
be quiet.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm like a monster hunter, by the way. I'm like
I don't care.
my
Just
family. I was
shut
trained by my mother,
the fuck
and-
up.
and
He's talking.
and I always vowed to myself that I would one day kill a vampire.
It started when I was born.
Marta picked up a pitchfork on her way to the bucket. So if we lift it, then I can use the pitchfork to pin it down.
Can
Possibly.
you? Yes, if you kill it, that would be perfect. And, you'll see me take out like this jar with like this liquid in it, like so that I can preserve it. This from my rucksack full of glass things. I'm like, so if you can kill it, that is perfect.
Take the venom also.
Ooh, we can extract the venom as well. Ooh, no, keep it alive. I will take my bottle back and I'll take out another bottle. Say alive first, then we can extract the venom. Then I can kill it. Yes.
Okay.
You'll probably need a bag of some sort or a pillow casing.
I don't have that.
Do I have that?
Of
Do
all
you-
the
I have,
tools you
like-
have, because you need to try and get the thing into a bag, at the very least. Luckily, there's just
Huh?
enough holes in the ground for it to be able to still breathe, so...
Damn, I wish we had the Templar cloaks. Then we can put it in that.
It would have been useful. It would have.
I should
know?
I should believe him more in Jan. Shame. He's actually quite good with this. We should stop being so mean to him.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't tell it. Eh? Just you don't need that. It's
The
like
one
next
guy
3
that
days.
potentially could have a bag that could catch this thing is probably Jan. Or you can just go to the farm and just grab a pillowcase
Inside
there, the farmhouse.
Martha, do you just have like a pillowcase that we could use to, keep
Or
this?
have empty bags in the shed.
Ooh,
That works.
that would be perfect.
Yeah, one of those, what are they called? It's not burlap, it's...
Yes, burlap sacks, yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
burlap
burlap
sacks?
is that hard material.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
A
brown.
strip sock.
Streepzak, yeah, I'm talking about a streepzak.
Marta will go fetch a bag and then come back.
You see a very
Ashton.
annoyed Elsie and
A talking Jan.
a talkative Jan looking at markings, telling her, "But oh, you see this? This means it's human." Oh wait, it's my my footprints. Oh
So
wait,
basically, Jan will have like a few books open, and while he's actually checking.
Put those books away.
Hey. So basically, it might be.
Please, no.
How do you spell this?
What do you mean spell it? It's written. It's spelled on the page.
So basically, it's most likely a vampire. I could tell by the markings on the wall.
Okay.
So that's basically one of the things it could be. So yeah.
Do you smoke?
No.
Okay.
I am actually. I don't smoke. I am actually. It's like a whole thing about my family. If when we hunt, we only focus on the hunt, not like the worldly things, like smoking.
And tell me, Jan, do you come from a well-off family?
I do. Yeah. I have like a family home. Me and Luan are like doing this thing where he helps the people and I hunt vampires. Like I have, if my side of the business is starting to boom, like we can actually be making profit in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, wow. Then I guess I'll stick with you.
Yeah. I am what they call an expert.
I'm sure that is exactly what they call you, sweetheart.
So, do I check around the the markings? Is there like any more markings going into a certain direction?
Most of the footprints have been destroyed with traffic, with other foot traffic. The only markings you can see, now you can actually roll something.
I'm ready. I've been practicing my roll arm.
Roll me a
Say it, Zaffa.
intelligence. No. What's an investigation? Sorry, what's an investigation?
Only him, because like Elsie's now sort of like when he.
Oh well,
when
you can
mentioned,
also
like his family.
mark. You
She's
can
like,
also do a what's an investigation and see what you can find.
And nothing.
Well, you're talking about markings and everything. You're so focused on the thing called markings. You do notice a peculiar, let's say, blood spatter that reminds you of something you saw in a book somewhere. And it's you want to say it's a blood spatter, but it's too defined to be a blood spatter, a pattern, or whatever you want to call it.
Is it still like very liquidy, or like is it anyway like
It's
dried out already. Remember, it's summertime in South Africa.
So basically, what I'm going do, Jan is going to take the sword and basically carve out the piece of wood.
No, you can't do that. Nope.
She stops you.
Not do that to Martha's farm.
And then basically, there's like, this is a small piece. It's okay. It's for science.
She like.
No, she will stop you.
She says.
Like Luan called it
science. I think you need to stop, and I would like to try and persuade him to put down, sort of like putting my hand on his arm and.
We've got some opposed rolls here. Okay.
I'm ready.
Roll me.
I'm ready. Let me roll.
Charisma and persuasion there, please, and I'll give you your opposing roll soon.
Like secretly, or can I just roll?
You can roll it secretly.
I also want to say that. So.
Holy shit!
Mother of Lord. Okay, then you need to roll me a resolve and
Oh no. Oh no. An occult?
essentially just roll your willpower.
Wait,
Oh shit.
just whoa. Oh wait, I pressed the wrong button.
Resolve and
Resolve and resolve.
He's
That's
very
so much.
resolved.
That's so much resolve.
Resolve squared. Okay.
Now, luckily, only chat knows what she rolled. You really don't want to do it. You really want to make her happy.
Okay. Okay. Just a small
Maybe,
piece,
maybe just listen to her for a bit. She's got a point to make.
though. Okay. I'm ready for the point.
You know that if you carve this out,
Yeah.
then like we can draw it. We can draw it, and then you have a hard copy. Because if you're gonna carve it out, the wood's gonna splinter, and that's gonna ruin the whole thing. Whereas if you have a piece of paper directly next to it and you draw it nicely, it can even help you with that. I'm not too bad with the arts and crafts.
The only reason I want this is because my friend Luan is a scientist or a magician or like a.
Let's
I'm not
then
quite sure what he is, but basically he can use that to see what it is.
let's then get Luan here to look at it before you just carve a hole in my friend's barn.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Listen, it's cool. Cool. Right?
I think you need to put away that sword.
It's...
Not that one.
No, what? No, wait, no. Wait. I'm just gonna...
And that is how she persuades him. She confuses the ever-living fuck out of him.
I don't have no. I'm just gonna put my sword away now. No, I'm good.
Right.
Maybe we should go back to the group. Okay. Okay. And basically I will be walking into the distance back to the group.
All quiet
way
like.
first, and I was just like, "There's the other way, sweetie." There,
I know. Now, let us go back to the group, and I'll walk to the right direction. This way.
That definitely quiet him down. Yo, okay. That made
Using
it
your
fun.
power for evil.
Using my power
Or
to
good, depending on
shut
how-
men the fuck up.
And what's your plan with the snake? You've got the bag. You get
So
back with the
essentially
bag.
what
Mhm.
Marta wants to do is lift the bucket and then pin the snake down with the fork, essentially, the pitchfork.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to position it so that it's over the snake's head and
Mm-hmm.
it can't move, but it's not dead.
Okay, I mean you do
Why?
have knowledge of dealing with snakes before, so you can do this, yeah.
Okay.
So you
And
don't
then we
even
can
need
try
to
and get
roll.
it into the bag.
Yeah.
Why don't you put the bag in the bucket and then once you have it, just pull the bag?
That could also work.
She's done it that way.
But
It's a bit
sometimes-
complicated, but yeah.
yeah.
No, you've now got one snake in a bag.
Yeah.
As Elsie and a very quiet Jan Hendrik comes back. Elsie probably looks very chuffed with herself.
Why so stiff, warrior?
I don't want to talk about this.
He
Also-
already put his sword away. He's not
No.
that stiff anymore.
Um,
Oh.
Luan, Luan.
Hmm?
There's stuff on the wall. I think you can check it out. It's basically science-related stuff, and yeah. Also, I want to walk at the back of the group from now on.
Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm just gonna walk behind the group now. But we need to go now. I'm gonna go see what's on the wall.
Sure. Martha, if you want, he can take the snake, or do you want to carry it?
I hand the snake to Jan.
It's a snake.
Just be careful.
Okay, I'll carry the snake. That's fine.
Alrighty, and I will then walk to the barn, and I'll see. Like,
You look at
very
Elsie like
worriedly.
very questioningly, and the camera fades to black. And it opens up on a different scene with someone wearing all black with a golden hair necklace, standing in a forest, saying to herself, I need to find what is not there. You hear her thoughts, her first thoughts, her second thoughts, and the very rare third thoughts. And they all point her to the direction of a space between two trees. And you can clearly see a different, at a certain angle, you see something shimmering. And she's like, well, this world needs me for now. Preston, I will be back. And she steps through the two trees, the opening between the two trees, and she finds herself in Bloemfontein. And that is the end of the session.
That was so good.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
That's
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I love it.
A lot of stuff, a lot of things happening. I'm like, I realized one thing. Now that I'm streaming, I can't Google crap. I'm like,
Just a-
I know what sign I'm looking for. I just need to be able to describe it. So before we get to our end of session talks, thank you everybody for joining over on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. If you want the behind the scenes session talks, become a patron. Patreon.com/Zaffageek. And we'll continue our talks over there right after this. And thank you to Hal for the beautiful raid. Much appreciated, buddy. It's a role-playing thing, so I can't actually respond to everyone. And thank you all for your support. And we'll see you next week with our episode 2 of The Real Kindred in Bloemfontein. Thank you to Tigress, Angel M, Santa, Jono, Serpent Chaos for being awesome role players. And next week, get some questions ready. Maybe we can answer some of them. Or if you're on Patreon, leave your questions there and we'll answer them. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Tomorrow
Bye,
for
guys.
some satisfactory.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.